Reds, good evening. Thursday. What day is it? Thursday? I don't even know what day, what fucking date, time it is anymore. Liverpool have absolutely frazzled my brains. But look, full stacked panel tonight. There's a fair bit to go through, and you know, this is going to be an interesting show. I see a lot of people are in the comments. Obviously, I'm not on my normal laptop tonight, so I can't see how many's in the building. But I'll come to you, Rick. How are we? And how many's in the building up to now, Rick? Make sure they all smash a like and subscribe.
We've got 23 in the building. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe. I'm all right, mate. Just ticking down the days now, innit, till the end of the season. Just wrap it up. I ain't getting angry no more. There's no point because the club don't give a fuck, so why should I?
Yeah, this is it. We'll get into them in a minute. But Adam, how are we, lads, in the wagon tonight?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, tired one. I'm in Northampton. If anyone's from Northampton, come and say hello. But yeah, not much, lads. Just I watched that strike last night, and I'm actually ready to talk about it. I think. Bit of therapy.
And here he is, and my partner in crime. How are we?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm good.
You all right?
Despite the shit show, I think, like Ricky said, I'm just counting down the days now. It's out of our hands now, isn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah, Mo, it's been a tough watch. Do you know what? Right, before we go into it, Mo, I want to start with you. Rick, make sure you put the comments up as well, just because I can't do it. Don't forget that, because we've got some good people in the building. Mo, as you can see, people are saying Slot's got blood on his hands. But before we go into the depths of it, Mo, because there's a lot to go through tonight. Andy Robbo leaving, Mo. Something I expected. I'm sure you're the same. What a servant. And I just said off here to Adam and Rick, Mo, just before you came on, this season, lad, annoys me even more knowing that these players, like the likes of Robbo, Salah, are leaving after this year, lads. And it's sad to see. I'm fucking fuming, lads, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way how I can blame this on Slot, but
oh, lad.
Like, let's call it what it is. I think if we're talking the Premier League era, bar Ashley Cole, probably the second best left back in the era. I'd go as far as though. And it's frustrating, like you said, like there was so many opportunities for him this season as well, and he hasn't got the game time we'd expect him to have. But absolute legend. like, do you mean that the assists competition he had with Trent, which was just something special. They were egging each other on, and that period was far cry from what we're seeing now, isn't it? Like, it's just, but yeah, he'll leave as a legend. I'm gutted for him, for Liverpool fans. It's just what's happening to our club right now. I think Alisson might be the next one to go. Like,
yeah, well, before I was going to go back around to you, Rick, but I want to just quickly come to Adam on this one. Shout out to Millie in the building, another one who's usually on here. Mill will do a cop of the morning, maybe tomorrow or the day after, because I think we've got a few things to say, of course. You haven't been on. Look, shout out to Jaden in the building who supports us, who's at the match on the weekends. Liam in the building, how are we, lad? Dicko, I hope you smash it tomorrow, lads. Dicko's won us the cup. It's like, lads, at least someone's fucking winning us something. But Adam, I want to come to you on this one. We're talking about Robbo leaving, and I'm sure you'll have something to say on it. Legend, absolute legend, and I've met him a few times, and I met him on the beach in Dubai. He's the exact same fella you think he is, as he's fucking hilarious, lad, and it'd be a good night out, good on a night out, Robbo. But one thing's for sure, Adam, is you get a feeling Virgil's going after this year, don't you?
Yeah, I've had it for a couple of months now. I've watched a few of his obviously his interviews and all that. And I just think, you know what? Because I feel like we all feel like that. I just think he might just want a new challenge. I just think I can see it. He's frustrated on the pitch. Everyone's moaning at him. He's getting a lot of stick now in the media. I just think he's going to call it a day and just say, do you know what? Like a bit like Robbo's video there. I've had great, 8 to 9 years at the club. Maybe it's time to go and someone else new takes over like captaincy, and I just got a feeling he's gonna go. I just really I half wouldn't blame him a little bit, because he's took Liverpool on his shoulders, on his back this season, and he's took absolute pelters off a lot of fans who I know who've like went big on him, to be fair. And maybe it is just might think that there's enough. That's enough. I've done my servants, you know what I mean, and that's me done. Just had a little feeling about it. But hopefully I'm wrong, but I just think he could. And I think, as Moshe said, Alisson's another one, lads. It's just all legends are leaving, and it's just unfortunately just haven't. I don't know how we're going to replace them. It could take years.
This is the worry, Rick, and I see all our regulars doing chat. Tash is in the building. Tough times. Ed, hope you well, Tash. Very tough times, Ed. And like Steve Chip is saying, Rick couldn't pick a new captain based on that team. But, if Liverpool have a they're losing Salah, and we know Robbo's confirmed. There'll be another one or two, I'd imagine, Rick, coming. You can kind of see it. You can kind of read the room a bit, unlike Liverpool, who don't read the room, Rick. I think that's one thing to say. But I do agree. I could see potentially Virgil going. I think Ali goes as well. And if Liverpool have a summer where they go, fuck me, mates, they're going to have to do some serious business, because that's like building a house, moving in and fucking not having windows and doors on it.
Yeah, I mean, I said to you before we come on, like, the club's Twitter admin don't seem to read the room of anything. An hour before Robbo and Nancy's going, we put the Fulham thing out and put Kirkers as the main picture.
Honestly, they're having a nightmare, aren't they? Them PR team.
We just must have idiots in every department from top to bottom in our club. And listen, I would have liked to keep Robbo for another year, because listen, as old as he is, as he struggled in games this season, he's still better than what's coming back from loan in Costas.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But like you said, Mo's gone. Robbo's going. Ali will probably go as well. There's links to Juve today that want him. And if I'm Van Dijk, I'm probably thinking, should I go as well?
34.
Yeah, it's 34, and he's like, I felt like people moaning about last night. I felt sorry for him. Like, it's just shit in it, and it's just fucking hard for these players. Like, Van Dijk's not one of them players that are used to getting bombarded every 2 minutes in a game. Like, and he seems to be getting that at a minute. But again, like Matt said in our group, we're losing all the leaders at our club, so it's just shit in it. Hopefully, we get some good news. Ebru looks like he's signing a new deal. Some people don't agree with it, but I'd rather keep him than going to try and find someone of this level for the money that we probably don't have in the summer anyway. So it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Those lasagnas to stand up.
Getting it out the box, or his fucking bird turns up. Sure he can hear as well. I hope you can, Mo. We're only winding you up. But make sure it looks good before you save it up. Adam, I think let's go back to the City game before we go into PSG, because if ever there was a low point...
Torturing me there, Ben. Torturing me, like going back to City game. Looking out.
Well, we have to, because we couldn't do a show. And I think people wanted to see reactions. I didn't think it could get any lower, like, from the City game, because that was fucking disgraceful.
Yeah.
And I look at Van Dijk, we've just been talking on him there. Van Dijk, for me, he's so busy on the pitch, lads. He's trying to do every man's job. And I just think when that goal went in, he was as fucked off as anyone. That as soon as that penalty was given, we knew Liverpool were fucked then. And it's carried on. Adam, it's getting worse. It's getting absolutely worse. I don't know what... Look, I absolutely can't fucking stand the manager, right? And anyone who's saying it's the players' fault, you can't be serious to think that this is just the fucking players' fault. They are set up so bad. What was all this shit in glass windows and all that shit yesterday? Like, I've been off Twitter, and you see all this shite, and the way they train, they don't look like a team that does proper training. Because fuck me, Adam, I've not seen Liverpool look serious at all in one game this year.
No.
Apart from that Galatasaray game, but they're dog shit.
Yeah, that's it. Where do I start with that, lad? first of all, with the tactics and all that as well, like they don't even train on it. So that like system last night just made me laugh because it's like he must like told them at Brechy this morning, like just said, right, lads, we're gonna play this, and it's just everything's just a big fuck up. The City game is, because we haven't commented about it. First half an hour was all right. It was actually okay. It was a bit back and forth, and I actually enjoyed it. And then as soon as the goal goes in, the heads just drop, and they know they're not going to win. That's because they've got no faith in the manager. They've got no faith in that manager to turn it around to do a tactical decision. So I know when everyone's saying, "Oh, they give up," not that I don't blame them. I know why. I know why they give up, because they've got no leader behind them to force them to get a goal back, to maybe get a fucking draw. They know it's over. So we were all going to that game on yesterday. Every single fan knew we were going to get beat. Everybody knew we were going to get beat. And that's the first time as a Liverpool fan for years I've done that. I felt like we were like fucking Leicester or something going into that Champions League quarter-final, just happy to be there. And that's what turned out. Like, to be fair, that we should have been 4 or 5-0 down. And
Sorry, so one of the comments just made me laugh there.
Get a cap on there.
Get a cap on.
To be fair, the sun's bouncing off his head. It's right in the eyes, to be fair. But yeah, it's just been a shit show, lads. We're going to talk about the game like that. Go on. Crack on, lad.
I don't know. It's I see one of the comments there, thoughts on a certain someone. You're not allowed to comment on football with him around because apparently you're not qualified.
Sausage.
Yeah, neither is he. He fucking seems to have a big fucking opinion on it. But one thing's for sure, Mo, doesn't take a fucking genius to know that this manager's absolutely crucified this team, lad. Because as I say, Mo, you can see the traits that he's brought to this team, and the traits are fucking disgusting. Liverpool don't get out to players. Like, let's be honest, he put 5 at the back last night, Mo. And I actually think Liverpool in time could actually look all right if they went to a 3-4-3. Do you know what I mean? With the width coming from wing backs and what have you. Not a flat fucking back 5. That we were more open than we were when we were at a 4 at the back. How does that work, Mo? Like, what is he, Mo? Do you know what? As a manager, you've also got to inspire, lad. What the fuck does he say to them, Mo?
He's a hypocrite, isn't he? All season, he's been obsessed with PSG, first of all. And then he gets the chance to play them. And all season, he's been moaning about teams coming to Anfield and doing a low block. So what does he do? He goes and does a low block against PSG. Fucking idiot.
And still loses.
And still loses, like. So in a quarter-final, just break it down a bit. In a quarter-final, we turned up at PSG with 5 at the back. For the very first time this season, we played that formation. You could see the players were like, didn't know what they were doing, like, you know? And it goes back to every time he's under pressure, Slot, he does things for himself rather than Liverpool Football Club. Like, yesterday was all about damage limitation rather than causing damage. It was all about, do you know what I mean? And it looked like that. I mean, there was no game plan. Players were like void of ideas. We didn't even have a shot on target, man. Do you know what I mean?
What? Oh, do you know what? Because I spoke to Greg, a good mate of mine who comes on here all the time. Yeah, and he was there last night because I was actually going to go, but I couldn't be fucking arsed in the end because I had stuff on for work. But one thing for sure, Mo, what does that say to the fans if you don't even look like you're going to go and have a shot on goal? And you knew straight away Liverpool weren't going to move much further up the pitch.
Well, it doesn't fill you with confidence at all, does it? But you know what? The mad thing is, Slot's probably thinking, the egotistical maniac that he is, he will probably sacrifice Fulham on Saturday because he probably thinks he's still in this tie with an Anfield crowd. Which, look, we may be, but it's if we play like we did yesterday, you know, we're going to get torn apart. Like, and the question is even on next week at Anfield, if we concede first, what we're going to react like? Because every time we concede first, we haven't reacted at all.
Anfield will be bad though as well, Mo. Won't it?
Well, yeah, it'll be toxic. Because if it doesn't start like Galatasaray Anfield, then it's going to be toxic. Like, you mean? So, but I think the weekend game is massive. Like, but I just got a feeling he's going to throw that weekend game. Like.
If he fucking throws another game, Rick, he needs fucking throwing as well. Because all Liverpool have done this season is throw games. You know what now? I just want to say, do you know when we threw the fucking Crystal Palace Carabao game? For me, that was a disgrace at the time. And right now, looking at it, that's probably the game where we could have won a fucking trophy. Liverpool haven't got a fucking chance of winning anything this year. And he's part of the he's the main problem for me. I think he's absolutely shit, this manager.
Mate, it's like, I don't know if it was taken out of context or the translation was different, but he said yesterday when they asked him, is 2-0 a bad result to go back to Anfield with? He said, and I'll quote, but it could be wrong, I've been in positions before where I've shown that it's not impossible to come back from 2-0 down. Who against? Who have we done that against in a big competition? Not under him.
FC 20 and 4 years ago.
Yeah, fucking hell, against part-time postman in Holland.
Exactly.
I mean, if he throws the game at the weekend, that just shows that he's so safe in his job. It's unbelievable.
Okay. It's not that he'll throw the game; he'll just get fucking done over anyway.
I was gonna say, it's not throwing the game, lads. It's not throwing the game. It's just we're not good enough. We're not good enough. We struggle with Fulham in general for the past few seasons. Anyway, they come to Anfield and they have a go. Marco Silva likes to have a go. So any teams will have a go at Liverpool at the minute. You tend to win. Don't they? So don't be surprised that we get beat on Saturday. And I know it's all negative and all that crap, but I'm not even confident with that, lads. With Fulham.
Fulham are going to beat us. You might as well, put a bet on, make some money for yourself. Fulham are beating it.
Honestly, and if he doesn't go after that, then I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, look, shout out to Ethan's always supporting the channel, mates. We really appreciate it. He's just saying, just when I think I'm done caring or I'm out of emotion, this coach goes and opens his mouth and talks more shit. Lads, honestly, this guy's a fucking idiot. Honestly, I feel bad kicking off about him all the time. Sometimes I think, am I fucking going over the top with him? But I just think he's one of the worst managers I've ever seen at Liverpool.
During the lineup come out yesterday, Ben. Like, genuinely, what was your thoughts? Like, cause obviously it got shipped around of like the 3 at the back, 5 at the back, whatever you want to call it. Were you just thinking, what? Because what I was thinking of like, okay, I don't mind it. Don't mind it. But I was thinking, Joe, what? 3 at the back. We've got the 2 wing backs to play that, like what you just said before. And we were like, I was thinking, okay, let's see. And then the first few minutes I thought, right, okay, he's not playing 3 at the back, he's playing 5, 4, and 1 up front. And he's just gonna sit back here. And that's what disappointed me, to be fair, last night. So what did you think when you seen the lineup? Was you just thinking, I don't know, like a little bit of positivity, a little bit of this sort of different? I don't know. What were you thinking?
The same thing I've said in the last 3 games, really. Where are we scoring a goal?
Yeah,
I was worried about that, and I just thought you knew straight away that was a problem. Because let's be honest, even in the going back to the Brighton game, they were the last 3. We've been beat 3 in a row now. Because it was Galatasaray, Brighton, City, and them last night.
Yeah,
we just not look like scoring fucking goals. So I was worried about that, and then obviously, you see the game start, and you're just like, why would you invite pressure on from a team who's fucking brilliant going forward? Like, we turned up there like Burnley turning up to Anfield over the years. It's absolutely embarrassing. And I was watching the game, like the lineup, it is what it is. I looked at it and thought, well, I can see he's trying to be a bit more hard working, that he didn't play Salah, and probably right now is the right thing to do. But I mean, whether or not everyone agrees with that, it is what it is. But I mean, if you're willing to sit off them in your own box for most of the game, Salah's not the player for you, is he? Because he's not going to do that. He's just not going to accept that.
No.
So I was just...
He actually said that as well, in his press conference. He said Salah didn't play because it didn't come on as well because it needed defensive players. What he said. There
you go. I'll be honest. I haven't listened to anything he said before the game.
Isak's not defensive. Gakpo's not defensive. What are you talking about?
Honestly, Honestly, he's
That's so much shite coming out of his mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, he just waffles, doesn't he?
Just what?
do you know right now, right? I'm at the point now. I'll be honest. I don't blame him anymore. It's fucking on Liverpool now. How they can watch this and think this is acceptable? You've just wasted fucking thousands of fans' money by fucking allowing them to go to France for this fucking clown to set Liverpool up like that. You can't be a director or an owner of Liverpool and go, this fella's going to get us where we need to be at the end of the season, because it's getting worse. Adam, we're talking off here. It's getting fucking worse. He talks shit. He said something the other day. We've become experienced in negativity. No, lad, you're just shit because of you. You don't inspire anyone. And then I see dickheads online fucking saying managers aren't there to inspire people. Yes, they fucking are. Because if you can't get it to the players tactically by the info you give in, go down a different route and make them go through fucking walls for you. Put it this way, the Liverpool players will happily fucking open the door for him to walk out of at the end of this season. But he shouldn't even be there now. I'll be shocked if Liverpool get something from the weekend. Really shocked. Adam, I said to you, when I was watching that game last night, it reminded me of what Bellew said to fucking Anthony Joshua. He was like, the way I was watching Liverpool running around, and they were running around, do you know what I mean, at times, because they had to. And we'll get into certain individuals who fucking ran round in a minute. But I mean, Tony Bellew said to Anthony Joshua, when you face Usyk, you're going to be absolutely exhausted. And Liverpool with that last night, Liverpool will with that goose come the end of the game, because they'd finally had an opponent who made them run. Do you know what I mean? Because they've hardly fucking run much this year. Liverpool couldn't even fucking walk off the pitch. You watch them against Fulham. Fulham will score in probably the first 20 minutes at Anfield, and the crowd will go fucking mental. And do you know what, lads? I'm past caring now, because this fucking football club can't keep pulling the fucking wool over match goers' eyes anymore. You know, it's a disgrace. He should not be in the fucking job, regardless if he won a title or not last year. This football is not good enough for Liverpool. And I tell you what, by the time he is gone, there'll be such a fucking monumental task at hand for the next person to come in. You're half setting them up to fail. Get the fucker out. Because Liverpool can still save their season right now. Because I tell you what, if he stays in the job, Liverpool get fuck all this year. And then they'll deserve it. They'll deserve to finish the last game of the season when it should be a celebration for the legends who are leaving the club. Realistically, everyone will have probably fucked off at half time because this cunt bored them to death. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just, I've had enough of it. I really have. And fucking, I can't believe this is the Liverpool that we fucking adore. It's fucking garbage, lad. Oh, anyone can fucking back that. Are you fucking stupid? Do you know what I mean? It's not acceptable. Liverpool turning up to Paris Saint-Germain. They should be fucking worrying. We're going there. We were beaten before the ball was even kicked at. And for me, lad, it's the club's rotten to the fucking core. They all fucking need to go. Take them two dickheads above slots as well. They can fuck off as well because they've allowed it. And mates of mine keep saying to me, with the way the club have not purchased the second club, it looks like them two fucking dickheads have just dragged it on to make Liverpool fucking pay as well for wasting their fucking time. Do you know what I mean? It's a disgrace. But I don't know. You can have a little chat on that. But I'm absolutely fucking wound up at the club. You know, I expected this year to Liverpool to have a good go. And when you see fucking clowns online saying, no, these players aren't good enough, none of them would get into their starting 11. If Liverpool were on song, they fucking would be pushing some of their players out the team. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking Florian Wirtz, Isak and all that, do you know what I mean? How's this manager? It should be fucking studied how he's made Liverpool a champion and fucking destroyed them in less than a year. So, brilliant. Fuck off.
I mean, how can you follow that? I mean, you hit the
We need you in the changes, lad. Okay, now.
No, they don't, lad, because I'd be fucking battering slots.
I'm pumped. I'm ready to go fight someone now.
Honestly, no, because listen,
you're right.
Liverpool, the Liverpool fucking football club. It's not Liverpool are sat in what 5th or 6th, and we've just had our kecks pulled down and shafted by Brightons and fucking Cities. It's not the fucking. These aren't the only countries who beat us. We've been twatted by Forests, twatted by PSVs. These are shite. Do you know what I mean? But this has become the standard now. But Adam, how can you fucking set Liverpool up to be getting battered? We were set up to fail yet again last night.
Yeah. It's the same question to Mo and Richter as well, like how you felt before, like the starting lineup and how it went. Like was you even positive a little bit more of going into it?
No,
Or
my initial thought was like, oh, maybe 3 at the back. That's what I genuinely thought.
Yeah.
3 at the back and 2 fullbacks. And I actually thought, I got to be honest. I thought, oh, fair play. He's trying something different, like. But like you, as soon as it kicked off, I was like, what a dick. That's why, like, as soon as I seen the 5 at the back and there's nothing in front of the 5, and they were just so comfortable on the ball. They doubled the amount or trebled the amount of passes we made. Apparently, we made 296 passes yesterday. I mean, I can't remember.
Too, like the fucking advertisement boards.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, do you know what I mean? We were just schooled from start to finish. And like you said, it was like going into a game, knowing you're going to lose, knowing 100% you're going to lose. Like, what a strange feeling that is. Like, do you mean?
Yeah.
Mo, this is not the only game we feel like this, lads. We felt like this for 90%.
I'm going again, Fulham. We're going to lose again, Fulham, Saturday. Do you mean 100%?
Yeah. Same with you, Rick. You're most likely just saying, just get rid of this lad before him.
Mate,
before the game.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Like, I see the team come out, and I thought I was a little bit positive because it's the formation that I've been hoping we play with the players that we've got. But he set it up wrong. He didn't play wing backs. He just played them as full backs, as well as the 3 centre backs. It was the wrong personnel. He didn't want to attack. So you see when the first goal went in, he changed the formation after the first goal went in.
Yeah.
And then he changed it back because we were getting absolutely battered in possession.
Yeah.
You couldn't get near him.
Liverpool have at one point like 10% possession.
Yeah, mate.
We couldn't get past that all that.
But the levels, listen, we've got some top players. That midfield is levels above us. Like, they were just passing it around us like we weren't even fucking there. Like, Nuno Mendes as well.
COVID, forward players dropping into midfield and midfielders.
Do you know what, though? Yeah, because you are right. Like, and that is right as well. Like, they are a top team. Let's not fucking forget this, by the way. Yeah. But like, Chelsea had a goal against them. Newcastle had a goal. I think Newcastle drew with them. I know it was a few months back or whatever, and they are coming into their own now. But at least they had more of a positivity to go against them, and we just sat back like.
Do you not see?
Flags.
Yeah, do you not see? I think it was is it Julian Lawrence or whatever his name is. He said when they played Chelsea, there was so much space behind PSG's back line.
Yeah, they had problems.
That Chelsea were exploiting it. Lad, we couldn't even get out of our fucking raft. Every time we did get out of a raft, there was no one in front. Like, he bought Ekitike was running around like a headless chicken. When he brought Isak on, what's the point of bringing Isak on?
These stars, like,
but what's the point of bringing Isak on when you're taking your most creative player inverts off? You brought Isak on to do what?
I don't get why you brought Isak on. I just don't get it.
Well, the subs yesterday were baffling, weren't they?
Neone in the 93rd minute.
What was the point? Why put that kid
on?
Why
would you do that to the kid?
Why would you do that? Yeah, why would you do that?
Honestly,
I didn't get the subs. I didn't get how we played. I just think the game plan was this try not concede, lads.
Yeah, it was damage limitation. That's all it was.
All it was. There was no plan.
Their keeper shit. Their keeper was shit, and we didn't test him once.
Yeah, we didn't test him once because we couldn't test him. The way they set up, they couldn't even get up the pitch. Like, we had no ball carriers, no width. Do you mean? We were just penned back. We were.
How do you, he's so lucky, that it's 2-0 because realistically it should have been about 5 or fucking 6. And
Dembele's finishing was shocking yesterday. He could have had about 3 yesterday.
Yeah. I want to pose a question to you. So I want a one-word answer. Adam, I'll start with you. And that is that fucking the first goal. Do you think the keeper should have got that?
Nah.
Yes.
I know he's 6'6" and he got lobbed, but I don't know. He caught him off guard, and it really. I don't think any keeper really saves that.
I'm saying Alisson saving that for me. I said it in the group yesterday. I think Alisson saving that, in my opinion.
How? My man can't lift his hamstrings up, let alone jump that high.
Yeah, fair enough.
Who you know about, John or Ali?
Okay, now.
John will be fucking fuming now, lad.
He played really well. He played really well, our keeper. He played really well.
Do you know what, lads? People are, slating him recently, but I mean, if you're in and out the shard, it's hard to keep your form
Yeah,
up. And I
some
think that's
rhythm.
Jones' biggest problem. But one thing's for sure is like this: the second goal is quality. I look at the Liverpool players and people are going, "Why aren't they putting a foot in?" I just think they're so fucking nervous now to make a mistake. Gravenberch he pulls out of that tackle on Kvaratskhelia because his head would be cabbaged if he give a. Do you know if he would have given a pen away? He'd have took all the shit that Van Dijk's been getting recently.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, Adam, you know, let's just touch up on the. What's your thoughts, Adam? I want to, you know, I'm going to go around the fort and I want your opinion properly on Liverpool this season. I've just had my rant because I'll be honest, I can't get my head around what's happened this year. I know it's all funny, people can laugh at everyone having a go, but I think it's an absolute disgrace Liverpool have allowed it to go on.
Yeah, I think that's the glaring question, isn't it? How they let it go on this long? So we're in April now, and we're still talking about the manager and this big rain cloud over us. It's like I at the start of the season, right? I'm gonna go back to the start. I was positive. I thought we were gonna win the double. I was just like, this is boss. We've just won the league. This is class. I wasn't one of them people who was looking back in March thinking that we were shit. I genuinely wasn't. I just thought we'd won the league. We took the foot off the gas. That was my maybe blindly didn't see that. So I was going to the season thinking, okay, great this, and then it was. I think it was. I can't remember what game it was now. To be fair, it might have been that Palace game actually when you give me that big rant as well. You ranted to me actually, didn't you? After that game, but it was that one where I was a bit like, oh, we look in trouble. Yeah, we look doesn't look good. This, but I was still a bit like thinking, now we're sorted out. These will end up clicking. They'll click at the back end of the season. It'll be fine.
That's usually what happens, isn't it? You click fucking later on.
Yeah, because I still had like Klopp in my head. I still had Klopp in my head of like, we'll turn it around. Don't worry about it. We'll be sound. November, I do think it was too soon to get rid of him. I do at the time, because I was thinking he has won the league and we look stupid if 3 months later we sack our manager who's just won the league. Yeah. Thinking back now, I was wrong there as well. We should have got rid of him then. But they never. And now I just feel like we've spoke so much, like 4 or 5 months now, of talking about the same thing. And this is why I'm disappointed now, because the club is just looking ridiculous. It's looking like we're all over like Talk Sport and that, and I hate when other fans talk about us. Like, it does me fucking head in.
We're the banter club now.
Yeah, we are. And that's it.
We are 100% the banter club now.
And that's the thing. That's the most frustrating thing now. Of like, Slot's not good enough. I'm not gonna start slagging him off. Whatever, he's not good enough. But Hughes and Edwards they've got their fingerprints on this season, because for one, you could look back into the summer of the wrong signings. You could go back to that, and then you're definitely looking at they've waited too long to sack him. And look at us now. We could finish 8th, 9th, 10th. Genuinely,
and it's only what we fucking deserve, Adam.
Yeah, and we deserve it. Yeah, and exactly. And I'm at that point now where I'm not even bothered watching us. I'm never like that. I don't care about watching us no more. A goal went in yesterday, and I'm fucking laughing. I'm like, this is shit. I'm just looking at the telly thinking, what is this I'm watching? This is fucking crap. And that's the point I've got to now. And I agree when you said before of this fucking club needs to sort out, not Slot no more. This club needs to fucking sort it out now. It's they either come out and just say he's going at the end of the season, and so we just have some kind of positivity and we can just celebrate Robbo, Salah, whoever's going. Or
there'll be no one in the fucking ground by the time they're getting fucking down.
Fulham is going to be so telling, lad. Honestly, it's going to be bad. You know, it'll be bad. There's protest as well. There's protest about the tickets, so everyone's going to be up for that as well. And then once we go a goal down, there's going to be absolutely murder, murder, and that's what I think. Yeah,
Mo, Adam's right. You know, Adam, just touching up on the. Just touching up on this thing about November. Well, it was like PSV. Was that November PSV and City?
Yeah, the PSV game and not Nottingham Forest, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can understand it a bit from the fucking club's point of view to let it roll, Mo, because you've got to be sure that the manager is not at fault. For instance, they'd want to just fucking double check that they weren't making the mistake. Because if you fucking sacked him too early and you realised he was an unbelievable coach, Liverpool had made a massive fuck up. But where do you stand on that one, Mo? Do you think he should? We watched we were Forest together. Do you know what I mean?
There's so many chances he could have gone like that week for starters. What Adam mentioned, the Forest game 3-0 when we got spanked, could have gone after that. So he's had chance and chance after chance after chance, and what saved him is that awful unbeaten run we went on, which consisted of draws, 50% draws. But again, he did that for himself. He didn't do it for Liverpool Football Club. He set up the team not to lose. Like yesterday, he set up the team to lose, but not to get to stay in a tie. That's what he tried to do. Damage limitation. He does things for himself, man. He's just a selfish git. I can't stand him. But
I'm like you, Mo. I just think the problem that I've got with him, he's very Dutch, and not all Dutch are dickheads, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Look at Van Dijk, Gravenberch, great lads, and Cozy. I can't even be asked to talk about him. But I mean, with regards to stuff,
lovely city as well. Lovely city as well.
yeah.
He's made it.
Yeah, I'm on that one. I'm on to you as well, Mo. I'm watching you. But I mean, fucking with regards to this manager, Mo, I don't know whether you agree, but I look at him as if he just doesn't appreciate the job he's got. Because you wouldn't say the things that he said. Bear in mind, we went into the game and he'd slagged off fucking basically the goalkeeper for not making saves against City.
Yeah, he throwing his players under the bus every opportunity he gets.
Without that fucking goalkeeper, he'd have been fucking under the bus himself yesterday, the manager.
Yeah, I mean, Mamadou really made 2 or 3 really good saves, give him dues, But yeah, he's just so out of touch, the guy. He doesn't even live in Liverpool yet, does he? Do you know what I mean?
He probably lives in Ocean Beach.
And that's what I mean. Some of the things he's done, it's just it could be a Dutch thing, and it could be the arrogance is what I don't get. And I think that's stemmed from him winning the league and him thinking oh, I'm the next Jose Mourinho, whatever, which he clearly isn't. So he needs to be brought back down to earth. But right now, he's just his head's still inflated. No matter how much we get battered, he still thinks he's the real deal. I just hope the board, I think it's a real crossroads for FSG as well. And we'll really know what their ambitions are in the next few weeks. Are they going to sit back and let this dwindle away, kick a can down the road and fall out of the Champions League positions? Or are they going to pull the trigger and back their investment or protect their investment by trying to keep in the Champions League? So, and try and become a winning team, So I think it's a real crossroads moment coming up in the next few weeks. Because let's face it, if we keep him, we're not even going to come last game of the season. We're going to be playing for nothing because we'll be 10th by then.
Yeah,
but that's what we deserve.
Yeah,
yeah. Do you know what, Rick? I want to come to you and I want to bring this to you. Shout out to LFC Mac. Hope you're good, lads. LS is in the building. Look, if you're just joining us, smash like, subscribe. I think there's 104 in the building. Yeah. If you could smash a like, subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. And if you want to become a member, please do so. But Rick, I want to bring this question to you because of your stance over previous years, and this is about FSG. And why I want to bring it to you, Rick, is because I feel a bit sorry for them this year. They finally spend a fair bit of dough, and I feel like the two below them haven't had their back. Certainly throughout the season, because let's be honest, this manager in any other top club, Rick, he'd be gone. I think that's safe to say. Bearing in mind when you look at some of the results, it's fucking shocking. Yeah, it's Adam's fucking microwave on show there. 20 quid if you fucking want it, lads. Famous, that microwave. But Rick, where do you stand with FSG? Because for me now is where they're going to come under scrutiny. And I think people are going to start jumping on the FSG out bandwagon again very soon if this carries on, Rick. But I do think it's an awkward one for them, isn't it?
Mate, you know that I've been their biggest critic over the years.
That's why I wanted to come to you.
I feel sorry for them now. We see John Henry last season on the parade bus with his fucking anorak on, with a bottle of Heineken in his hand, looked like he was living life.
Scouser lads.
Yeah, and then when they spent 450 million in the summer, all right, we made a lot back by selling players in the club, but that's the first time they've gone big in the market with established players like Isak, Wirtz, them types of players. And then John's probably sitting there thinking, I wanted to do what I did last season at the end of the season, partying around, but now I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get Champions League. I'm going to lose out on all this money. And I do partly agree with some of the stuff where Edwards is probably kicking up a fuss now that the second club thing ain't going ahead with what he got told and brought back for. And he brought his mate Richard Hughes in, obviously, in the summer a couple of years back. And let's be honest, a lot of FSG are old. Like, in terms of they're not Edwards' age, around that age. Like, Mike Gordon's probably the youngest out of the lot. You've got John Emery's he's old. You've got Tom Werner, who's around the same age. Like, FSG ain't a young bunch. So they're now probably left it in charge with other people.
In charge to do
the
job.
They put Edwards, but that's what I'm saying. They put Edwards in charge. They've put Billy Hogan in charge. Billy Hogan's obviously doing a great job in terms of commercial stuff.
Yeah.
And the sponsorship, but they're now being left out to dry by the other two dickheads that are supposed to be running.
Dickheads.
I feel sorry for them. I don't think people should jump on the FSG out shit. What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, the only thing they've got massively wrong is the tickets thing. Obviously, there's going to be protests. Apparently, it's after the PSG game. It ain't this weekend or the.
Where's Nick Fulham?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, they said they're going to do it after PSG. Yeah, and they said they're going to do it after PSG. But yeah, I feel sorry for them. Like, listen, they've been let down massively, and I think they now need to get involved and make a decision on Baldy in charge and cut ties with him, I think.
Can I ask a question to all of you? It's about Slot. Just no one. Because I'm just going off what Mo was saying about like his arrogance and all that type of thing. Would you have been more backing of Slot if he'd been took more responsibility over the past few months, like what Klopp would have done, and took responsibility, or is it the fact of like the man himself looks like he's so arrogant that that's put you off backing him as well? So, do you get me point? So I go for you, Ben. What would you still back them, even though it's been so bad this season? Yeah. But if you took responsibility in November and been like, it's me, blah blah blah, and his views haven't been so bad, you reckon you would be a bit more of a fan? Not a fan, but you know what I mean. Don't ball back him. Is it the man you hate now more than anything? That's also the point.
Yeah, I think he's a fucking bellend personally, but look,
sad.
no, I'll give you my reason for it, and the reason what I mean by this is that I'd have had more, I'd have felt sorry for him a bit more, right? If I could see him sticking to attacking football, right? Keep going with it, not fucking changing for that shit last night, because that was like a Brendan Rodgers fucking type of shite, you know what I mean? Fucking players out of position, stupid format. Why are we even trying that yesterday? I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I'd have rather have lost 5-0 and played and had a go than shit our pants and sit down and let them fucking just take the piss out of us. And they were laughing at Liverpool last night, as you know. Instead of throwing players under the bus constantly, that's something that grinds my fucking gears. Because it's them lads that have to go out on the pitch and keep getting fucking humiliated left, right and centre. Just seen your comment, Mo, yeah, no worries. And I'm at the point now where I'm becoming defensive towards him because he doesn't respect our football club the way any other manager would. He's constantly talked other teams up and constantly why we can't, and I don't like this shit that, he constantly said, the games are always hard for us. The players, it's always the players' fault. Well, no, dickhead, it's fucking your fault. Because this shit has spread like a cancer throughout the club. Lads, we've been getting twatted off throw-ins. That's a coach's problem.
Yeah.
That's not fucking just players' problems.
Yeah.
Lads, I can't stand the cunt. He needs to go.
It's definitely that. So it's definitely that. because he didn't take responsibility, that's what fucked him. Do you agree with that, Mo? Do you reckon?
A bit of both. Like I think his ideas are shit as well. I mean, he's had a
what
whole
idea was that yesterday to get 5 at the back and be more open?
Exactly, and I keep saying it. He doesn't do things for Liverpool Football Club. He does things to benefit himself or to keep his job for a little bit longer. He has no idea what it means to manage Liverpool Football Club, and and his comments are he just waffles now. And at first, when we won the league and all that, I thought, do you know what? I kind of like his press conferences. He's honest, he's open, he says a lot. But then you see a change, like he's stopped taking responsibility for things. He's thrown player after player under the bus. Obviously, this incident with Mo, which has now come to light. Mo's probably telling the truth, other players have come out and said things. So he's just, everything about him this season is what he's tried to do, implement his tactics, his way of doing things. It's just wrong. It doesn't work. His man management skills are non-existent as well. So everything about him, I'm like, I hate the man and I hate his ideas. I just want him out.
Do you know what it is with him as well? Do you know why I think he's arrogant like he is? Because he's won the league. He, with his Premier League title in the bank, he can walk into any job in the world, bar Real Madrid, any team will take him because he's won the Premier League.
Yeah.
Any manager seen to win the Premier League, the best league in the world, any club will take him. He knows he can get any job he wants after this.
Yeah,
I genuinely believe this, right? And I pose this to you, Adam, to correct me if I'm wrong, and you can go against it. But I think if Alonso would have took the job last year, he'd have also won the league with Liverpool. I think the team was set up to go and win the league last year, and it still had the Klopp desire and motivation to go and win. Because I'm sure with what he would have said to them at the end of the season and throughout last year, they'd have been fucking trying to do it for him as well. Because I always got the feeling that Jurgen Klopp would have fucking felt as good as, leaving the club in a brilliant. If he would have seen, if he could have envisioned leaving the club in the first year and seeing Liverpool win a title, he'd have felt like his job was done. He always talked about Liverpool being good after his thing, but I genuinely believe, I think he's a fucking lucky man, lad. Arnie Slot. He's fucking fluked the title for me. I don't give a shit who cares, who agrees with me or not, because right now, the proof's in the pudding. When he's put his fucking spin on it, he's garbage.
Yeah, he's trying to put his tactics. Sorry.
No, I just want to say, what just said to me there, Ben, would we challenge with Alonso next year? I don't think so. Well, fucking hell, he's going to have a monumental fucking task to bring these players back to life. But if he would have put him in last year, he probably would have won the league, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, to be fair. We were ready to win the league. We were ready to win the league anyway. Klopp would have stayed, would have won the league as well. We went to the last 10 games with Klopp.
2 years in a row.
Within a shout of win the league. So he was ready to win the league. And then I also think the players were a little bit refreshed as well from Klopp leaving, in a way. Of right, you don't have to fucking leg it round. We're now fucking hell. We're just going to play. And he did go and play up until March. And then, as you say, gradually, Slot's got his way, hasn't he? And it's just gone tits up. Yeah, I do believe that maybe
the Carabao final, Adam. In every final under Klopp, we had a right good goal.
Yeah.
It started from there, didn't it? This rot started.
Yeah, got bullied, and it was just like that's when you could see it.
Speaking of leaving, I'm gonna have to do one. Sorry, Ben. And sorry, Vince. And smash the like, everybody in the chat. And yeah, always a pleasure, never a chore. Hopefully, we do a pod where we win a game, but I can't see that happening for a while. Nice, Jen.
I appreciate you coming on. Go on, lad. I'll give you the shout later.
All right, nice and guys. All the best.
See you later. Yeah, I'll let you two discuss this one. Ice Snake TK saying no serious question for next year. I don't rate Alonso. Only success with the back three. I really like Alonso. I do, but I know you two will want to have a good say on it. Adam, you've been asking the question, so I'll bring it to you first. Alonso.
I want him, yeah.
Go on, and answer this question. Do you agree? Because he doesn't rate him.
Yeah, no serious question for next year. I don't rate him. The only success. He had success with Leverkusen with 3 at the back, yeah. But he did that because of the players he had as well. So that's a good coach for me. Also, he played 4 at the back as well for Real Madrid. And I see people on Twitter saying, "Well, we're gonna get a manager who's just been sacked by Madrid." Well, I would love our manager to leave us second and 4 points behind fucking top, going into the Champions League as well. That's how good he did with all them big ego players. That's how good he did. So for me, Alonso would come here. We'd all get behind him. Feel good factor would be there. He's a top coach, and he will be a top coach as well. So for me, yeah, Alonso definitely.
I get the feeling that people think his football's absolutely dross, Rick. When one thing's for sure is, I watched them up close, and although we beat them, and I watched them throughout the season, his football was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, look at his record at Leverkusen. Went unbeaten and won the league in technically the second best league that's out there in the German league. There's some top teams in that league. Let's not be stupid about it. Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Frankfurt.
He went undefeated.
Yeah, he went undefeated and won it.
Yeah.
Like I said, in the second top league in Europe. And then he went to Real Madrid. People saying he got sacked by Real Madrid. He never got sacked because of performances and stuff like that. He got sacked because there's a load of pricks there who have come out, who have come out in the past and said they don't train. They go on holidays. Fucking Slot love it there. They go on holidays. Ancelotti let them go on holiday.
Like a summer camp.
Yeah, Ancelotti let them go on holidays.
Madrid, will you take me?
Like Vinny, who is it? Someone said that they train maybe once, twice a week. They go on holidays under Ancelotti. They only trained for the big Champions League games. Gareth Bale said on the overlap when Zidane was there, they didn't train. And he played four back at Real Madrid because it don't really suit them to play like a 3-back. But I'll take Alonso all day long. I like his foot was exciting. He could put one of the only coaches that could probably get the best out of Florian Wirtz. Frimpong might turn into the player he was at Leverkusen if Alonso comes in. And yeah, listen, all day long.
We'll be running around and be pressing, put it that way. Because that was one of the arguments. That's one of the arguments he had with all them players at Madrid, that he wanted them to run and press, and they didn't want to. So we'll start seeing a bit of pressing, put it that way.
So this is what I don't get. He only has an emotional catch. He won the second best league in Europe, undefeated.
Yeah, with a mid-table side. The shit now, when he left.
Right.
I tell you what, he certainly wouldn't have fucking Florian Wirtz running around like a dickhead.
It's not even because he's an ex-player though as well. He's one of the he's the upcoming top coach. Like any top club's gonna have him. Like City will be after him. He's been linked with City actually. So who do we think we are that we should say no to Alonso? Unbelievable.
Yeah. See why on this one here, why would he need a 2-year free project? Have you seen the players we have at this club? Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, Van Dijk still. You've got Kirkers, who was the best left back in the Premier League last season. You've got Leone, who looked a talent before, obviously done his ACL. Hopefully he comes back stronger. They've just signed the top French centre half in Jacquet. Gravenberch is a good player.
He was one game away from an invincible treble. That's unbelievable.
In Europa. Yeah.
Was it Atalanta that won?
Atalanta, yeah.
I think it'd be so fucking exciting with Alonso. And do you know what? I'm looking forward to a manager that knows what it means. I want to see the connection again with the fans. And do you know, it's sad to see the fucking fans. They're not excited for games. I'm not excited at the minute. Because I'm like, I can't keep watching Liverpool get beat. I can't keep watching. It's hard to watch the players look mentally broken constantly. Do you know what I mean? And this has happened before the Jota incident. And I think it's a disgrace that these journalists keep bringing up Jota's name all the time. No. Liverpool was shite before Jota passed away. Disrespectful. I know Joey Fed is saying, Ben, can you understand why Slot hasn't been sacked? He's like a fucking cat with 9 lives, lad. And he's clinging on by a fucking toenail, lads, or fingertip. He's fucking doing my head in. Honestly, lads, if I don't laugh, I'll fucking cry, mate. I'm fucking...
I was saying, wasn't I? Saying he's like Mufasa, isn't he? And you're just like Scar, ready just to go.
Fucking push the cunt off. Honestly, mate, it's just... we need to look at ourselves in the mirror and go, which football club are we? Because I tell you what, none of the other big clubs would accept this.
No. We're acting like a small club at the minute, aren't we?
Yeah. Fucking Spurs have sacked 2 managers fucking this year.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're a big club, but they want to improve, don't they? They've seen they made a mistake with that Igor Tudor, whatever the fuck his name is, and they're looking at the end of the season to rescue the season. We can't be looking at our situation and think we're going to rescue our season.
Yeah. He could break the record, couldn't he, as well? The record of the losses.
Yeah.
He fucking will. He will.
That's What's he, 2 behind now?
I think 2 behind, lad, yeah. 2 behind.
That's fucking...
Yeah, look, this one as well.
Unbelievable, that. Yeah, he sacked Maresca, yeah. He's a good manager, Maresca, on the sly as well, you know.
Lad, everyone, that's fucking... Well, you can't think like that, lad, can you?
Everyone but... What's he saying?
Enrique. Everyone but Enrique is a risk. It's even a risk with Enrique.
Well, obviously, like if we're gonna have a debate, like I don't like your comments is right, well done. But like, give us something then, like what we can actually be realistic about. Like I get it's sad if you don't like Alonso, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But give us someone now who you think, do you know what, that's who Liverpool should have. Because we need a connection with the fans. That's one of the main things we need to look. We need a personality who wants to know the club, wants to live in the city, wants to, I don't know, go and have a pint with me. But that's the main thing. So what's his name? Snake fucking TK. Give us a name, lad. Come on.
I don't know. I just think they bring Klopp back, lads. You've got more chance of fucking.
All right.
Yeah. If only we could bring the fucker back.
Yeah. I know.
But I mean, right now, it's all well and good saying bring Klopp back. You're not going to get the same Klopp as before.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's not, I'll be honest, I see one job for Klopp and it's the national side. Otherwise, he's not giving the vibe off that he wants to come back, as much as people keep saying it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, if City got Alonso, though, boys, I'll tell you what, Liverpool need to fucking really have a good look at themselves.
That would be a kick in the balls.
That'll be the day that people will go, FSG, your time's done. No, you fucked it. You fucked it.
Yeah, definitely.
Go on then. Question to you before we go. Rick, would you take Klopp back?
No.
In what manner do you mean, Dave? For a new 3 to 5 year situation, or are you talking for the end of the season?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
For the end of the season, Rick, would you have him till the end?
Yeah.
I'd have him now, going into this PSG game.
Yeah.
Because he could take water into wine, lad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd have him the last 7 games or whatever it is, lad, yeah, definitely. But not for the foreseeable.
Yeah. Red, smash a like, subscribe. This is the final question before we go. Rick, summarise up then. What happens next week from Fulham and PSG? Hand on heart now. We are back with 2 Anfield games. I don't know how to look at it just yet, myself, Rick, because I'm thinking, is it good for this team to be going back to Anfield? Because one misplaced pass may fucking turn the crowd. And I'd be worried, personally, Rick, if I was the manager.
Yeah, I don't see us beating Fulham, and I see us losing to PSG at home. And then it's what they do with him after that PSG game. So I think they're giving him the PSG game. I think they're giving him the right. Obviously, he won the league last year, so I think they're giving him every bit of chance in the Champions League. I think if it was 4 or 5 last night, it might have been slightly a different thing today. But 2-0, they're giving him a little bit of more lead to go hang himself on. But I think if we get out of that, what's the point of keeping him after that PSG game? Once we get a Champions League, there's nothing for him left.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Adam, what happens next?
If we get beat by Fulham, I think he could go. I think he could go after Fulham.
I wouldn't give him the PSG game if we get beat by Fulham.
What's the point? What is the point? I think Fulham
is actually... the fucking crowd up for once.
Yeah. Fulham's is more important anyway. It's the more important game. So if we get beat on Saturday, Anfield is gonna be fucking horrific. And they're gonna I think that could be where they say, do you know what? let's give it to whoever. I don't know, to the end of the season. And that's what I think.
Because I said this on, I can't remember which show it was. It was with Aston. And I was like, and I said it to you boys, what's easier to win? Or what's easier to do? Getting the top 5 in the league or winning the Champions League? 100% it's in the league right now because Liverpool aren't going to win the Champions League. It's not a chance. So the fact that, like, for instance, that Brighton game, I was talking with Sheen on Born and Red. I was like, the Galatasaray game may have kept him a week, but it should have been absolutely wiped clean once we got fucking beat by Brighton. Because that's like a step forward and 3 steps back, in my opinion. And Adam, I agree. Do you know if he dares fucking even draws against Fulham?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
We need to win. We need to win, lads. That's it. Yeah, so next week, hopefully he's gone, lad.
Right, we'll wrap it up there. It's really difficult to talk about Liverpool at the minute. I'm sure you guys the same, whether that's talking with your close mates or your WhatsApp groups, and I'm just sick of it personally. I can't wait for the season to end. If it stays like this, I personally don't see Liverpool getting anything out of the season, and neither should they. And I also think the club are going to they need to learn the hard way if they're going to take everyone else for fucking dickheads. Because you can't just expect something to drastically change. We're getting fucking worse every week, and I tell you what, they're making a cunt to the fans now. I personally believe, and there's players like Van Dijk. I know we've had this chat before, and John, I can see a thing over that Sam Wallace thing. My advice to you is just only keep an eye on Paul Joyce and Ornstein right now, because Liverpool ain't going to be having shit leaked to the likes of him. I don't think. Liverpool are going to be very careful what gets out there now. Let's see. Sooner the better he goes, the manager, because it's a tough one. Because I tell you what, we've got some big games coming up. We go to Everton.
No,
he should not be there.
Go in the derby, lad, with him in the match.
Lad, their season's made, and their new ground if they beat us that day.
Yeah.
And right now they will beat us that day, because they may be shit, but we're shitter.
Yeah.
Because the way the manager sets us up is a fucking. What are we going to do there? Fucking 6 at the back. Do you know what I mean? Shit ourselves in a big occasion, and this shit can't carry on. We're Liverpool Football Club, and a bit of pride's needed. And get him out the fucking gaff. He's had long enough now. He hasn't changed it, and he won't change it. Fuck him off. Because I tell you what, not once have I ever seen him really talking about how he needs Anfield and needs the fans. All he does is he just blames everyone else, and fuck him. I've had enough of him. But look, Reds, I could talk all day with this, but I'm fucking shattered, and I'm sure the boys are. Smash a like, subscribe. Nick will wrap it up. Reds, we'll be back tomorrow because we're going to do another show. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. Up the fucking Reds.